Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Lunch with Lattice. I am your host, Lattice. So, as you can see, we're not in the office. That's for sure. We're not even close. We're in Jupiter, Florida. And today, we're eating a little local cuisine. My favorite, Dune Dog. This is the blackened shrimp. Perfect. I got a Chicago dog too, but it's literally my favorite restaurant down here, and I couldn't wait, so I kind of ate it in the parking lot before we left. But if you're ever in Jupiter, Florida, Dune Dog, phenomenal food. All right, so today we're talking about how to save for a house in 2022. It is the first week of 2022. I hope you guys are already on track to crush your goals. But a lot of people are saying, how do I buy a house, John? I don't even know how to start. Well, I'll tell you. First of all, buying a house is a huge accomplishment. Whether it's a multifamily, a single family, a condo, whatever it is, it's a huge accomplishment. So such a big goal requires you to have a lot of planning in place. That way, you can crush that goal. Because if you've ever set a goal before, but you haven't set up a roadmap of how you're going to get there, you know it's very, very easy to get off track. Now, before we start, I just want to let you guys know I have some very good news. I am now a visor guy, as you can tell, right? So today I want to talk about four main points that are very important for saving up to buy a home. I'm going to add a fifth in there just as a little bonus, but the first four are pretty important. So we want to start out by figuring out how much money you will be spending monthly. Now, what type of cost are you going to need to account for when buying a home? Well, for your monthly payment, you need to look at your principal payment towards your mortgage, your interest payment in your mortgage, your taxes on your property, and the insurance that you're going to have. Are you going to buy a condo or a townhouse? If so, what's the HOA fee? Then, what are your utilities? So, once you've estimated all this, the number should not be more than 30% of your monthly net income. The easiest way to do this, again, reverse engineer it. What's 30% of your monthly income? That's the area you want to stay in. Yeah, it's kind of conservative, but it's a good number to use as a reference. And I mean, maybe you're not even comfortable with 30%. Maybe you're only comfortable with 20% of your monthly net income. But it really comes down to what the bank tells you. The bank is the one that's going to tell you what you can afford, unfortunately. So they're going to run your finances, they're going to look at your debt to income ratio, and they're going to tell you, well, yeah, technically 30% of your income is X, but we saw you have this outstanding balance on a credit card, you have these student loans, so we would feel more comfortable with you having 20%, 25%, whatever the number is. All right, so number two, you have to understand or determine what your time frame will be. When are you going to buy the property? So maybe you have no idea because you don't have any money in savings. Luckily for you, I'm a math guy. I love numbers because numbers never lie. So an equation I use with my clients is to divide your down payment by the hypothetical number of months you have until you think you're going to buy. So for example, if you want to save up $30,000, we'll just use 5% as a down payment. $30,000 is a 5% down payment on a $600,000 property. And you'd like to buy this house, let's say in the next 3 years. So you're going to divide that $30,000 by 36 months. And this is going to tell you that you need to save $834 every month for 36 months. So that's your game plan. Now you know you can buy your property in 3 years if you are able to save this $834 every month. All right, so number three, this is not my specialty. I'm not a financial advisor, so this is not financial advice. You do need to consult your financial advisor before you make any type of decisions on the following. Where are you going to put the money? Are you going to put it in a savings account? Maybe. Are you going to put it in a money market account? Maybe. So let's say it was me buying. I am looking to buy within the next 5 years or sooner. Then I would park my money that I'm saving up in a low risk, high yield savings account or money market account because I would want my money to be highly liquid just in case a property comes by and I need to take my money out real quick as my down payment. So high yield savings account, money market account, before you go start shouting inflation at me, I am very well aware that inflation at the time of this video, first week of January 2022, inflation's over 6%. And a high yield savings account, a money market account, you're probably only getting like 0.4%. So it's not a great return. And yes, there are plenty of other places to put your money. And there are plenty of other places that are going to get you a much higher yield, much higher return. But from my standpoint, I see the high interest savings account as the lowest risk possible. Yeah, you could go throw some calls at Tesla, or you could go invest it all into a meme coin, but there's a good chance that you could lose all that money. Now, maybe you make a ton of money, good for you, but you got to remember a house is not a toy. It's very important that you buy real estate. Now, if you told me, John, I want to buy a boat, I want to buy a Lambo in 3 years. All right, go play around with Wall Street bets. Go throw in some calls, some puts, run the meme coins, the micro caps, whatever you want to do. But when it comes to a house, it's not a toy. You have to find something secure to keep your money in. Now, again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is just hypothetically what I would be doing if I wanted to purchase property in the next 5 years. Go talk to your financial advisor. They're the ones who are going to have all the expert advice on this. All right, so number 4, automate your savings. This is what so many people don't know about. And I don't know if it's because we never ask. I don't know if it's because no one teaches us this, but you can automate your money to come out of your checking account and go into another bucket. So let's say you get direct deposit bi-weekly from your whatever your 9 to 5 is. Then you can also automate your checking account depending on the bank. I'm sure there's banks out there that don't offer this yet, but a lot of banks will allow you to set up an auto withdrawal, and we'll say every month you automatically put in there that you want $834 going from your checking account to this savings account over here. You can set that up so you don't have to remember. The biggest part of this is being consistent, and the less you have to think about it, the more consistent you're going to be, which is why automating your savings is such a huge step in this. But $834, John, that's a lot of money. Like, what if I go out and selfie, spend an extra couple bucks that for some reason I don't remember? Now you're $150 short of your 834, and you're off track to hit your goal, or you're coming close to overdrafting your account. I get it. $834 is a lot. You don't have to do it monthly. You can do it weekly. How do you figure that out? Let's go back to some math. So you take your $834 a month, you multiply that by 12 months. So you know you have to save up $10,008 every year. You're going to divide that $10,008 by 52 weeks in a year, and now you have to save $192.50 per week. That might be a little bit easier. So you just set up your auto withdrawal from your checking account to your savings account or whatever account you're putting your money into every week, $192.50. Now you know, now you stay on top of it. All right, so those are my 4 main tips. Like I said, I have one more for you. The 5th one isn't always going to be an option for a lot of people, but my 5th piece of advice would be taking a big chunk of income or selling something large and putting that towards your down payment, because this is going to help shorten that time frame for buying, and you're going to be able to buy a lot sooner. So, for example, maybe you get a bonus from work, right? An extra $500 a month, extra $1,000 a month, whatever your bonus is. Maybe you're in sales and you get a sales bonus. That's going to put a big dent into your savings. Or let's say you have a big tax refund. You don't want to just go blow that $1,500 on designer crap that you're only going to wear for a few months. No, you put that in the account and you're going to make another big dent in this. So far we have a bonus from work and your tax return. Now, Christmas just passed. I don't know about you, but I tend to get a decent amount of Visa gift cards. Now, let's say you're in the same boat. You got family and friends just tossing you Visa gift cards. You got $500 in cards. Well, you can use that. John, how can I use a $500 gift card? Well, now that you have $500 in gift cards, you don't need $500 in your checking account because that's an extra $500, right? So you take $500 out of your checking account and you just remember to use the Visa gift cards when you go get Chipotle or whatever you're eating for lunch, and you put an extra $500 in there. Or if that's too much for you, you don't want to take money out of your checking account, go to Walmart. Use your gift cards and buy money orders. Yes, this is a real thing. I've done it before. You go buy money orders with your Visa gift card, Amex, whatever it is, at Walmart, and you deposit the money order into your savings account. There you go. Go buy $500 worth of money orders, and you have an extra $500. And then finally, you could just sell some big items. Now, do you think you really need that jet ski that just sits in your garage 8 months of the year? Probably not. Well, maybe it's time to sell the motorcycle because New England roads suck and it's always crappy weather. You know, every little bit helps, and this is something you need to take very seriously. I'm not going to go on a rant about don't buy a coffee every day. Yeah, that'll help. That's what, $5 a day in coffee. We'll say 4 days a week, 5 days a week, so $25 a week. You're looking at $100 a month. Yeah, that helps, but you just need to make sure that you get on track for auto withdrawal or something that you remember to put that money away every single month. And these are just some examples I came up with, but remember, in this example, every $834 that you could come up with to put in that fund, you're knocking 1 month off that time frame that you can buy your property. So whether it's $500 a month, $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, whatever it is as often as possible, put an extra month in there. That gets you 1 month closer. All right, guys, just some of my thoughts to conclude this video. Houses have expenses. They always will. Don't let anyone tell you differently. Now, maybe you have to renovate a bathroom, or maybe your heating system randomly goes, but let's say even if you pay your mortgage, so you don't have a mortgage payment every month, you still have to pay property taxes. I mean, stop paying property taxes. Come back to me and tell me who really owns your house. Here's a hint. It's not you. You're just renting it from the municipality. So, another point, don't rush. I mean, there's a lot of pressure to, keep up with the Joneses. Don't give in. Save your money. Find the right house. Don't just jump into a purchase because your high school nemesis bought one before you and you need to show that idiot that you're better than them. Don't do it. Wait for the right property. Do not wait for something that checks off every single one of your boxes. That's not going to happen. If you find a 70, 75%er, jump on it. Because I've had so many clients that pass up on a 70, 75%, 80% of their check boxes. Then for the next 6 months, all we find are 4s, 5s. And they're like, oh shit, I should have bought that first one. So look at the things that, you can't change. One being location. That is huge. You find the location that's perfect and you hate the color of the living room, don't worry about it. You can paint the living room. And As you know, I'm 100% for everyone owning some type of real estate, but don't go buy a house just to buy one. Make sure it's the right fit for your lifestyle, for your future, for your goals. Don't buy a bad deal. It doesn't have to be a home run your first way around, but I mean, you don't want to lose money. Remember, guys, call me, text me, DM me, email me, send a carrier pigeon, whatever it takes. Get in contact with me. I'll answer any questions you have. I have clients that they're not going to buy for another 3 or 4 years, but we got them on track to fix their credit, save the down payment, and narrow down their search to the right areas that they want to buy. So that's enough for this video. I need to go play some golf because this weather is amazing, and I come home tomorrow. I'm going to go enjoy my shrimp, go play a little golf, maybe sit by the pool. I don't need to rub it in. But like always, I just want to say thank you.